2007 Silverado. Making some noises. Got some belt noise. Bad tensioner. And then we got a lifter tech. I'll set you up so you can hear. It's pretty bad. So this will be a tear down on doing the lifters. We're gonna tear it down and see which one's stuck. I think it's cylinder 6, maybe cylinder 8 as well. But here we go. All right, so here we are. We got the valve cover off on the passenger side. We're just gonna give them all a quick wiggle, up and down. And honestly, all feel fine, but if the lifter's stuck up, that would make sense. I'm gonna crank it over. All right, look for one of them not moving, maybe. Oh, there she is. I'm just as curious as you all are now. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Look at that sucker. Jeez. Every other one, solid. She is definitely stuck, but push rod isn't even bent somehow. A good way to test that, you can take your push rod and you can kind of tell if they're really bent, but if not, put them on a flat surface and see if they roll straight. Sometimes, I mean, they'll start like coming like rolling like that if it's bent, but if you just roll them and it rolls straight like so, you know your push rod's good to go. And you can check the inside of it, make sure you can see all the way through it. See the light on the other side. So you know she's pushing oil through it, minimum, or able to push oil through it. All right, now we verified the lifter is dropped. We're gonna go ahead and start tearing down the rest of the engine, get the head off, and pull the lifters out and see how they look. Start with the intake manifold and all the junk, all the wiring, all the tubes, fuel lines and such. You get all that out of the way and you get the head off there, the manifold bolts out and stuff. I'm just gonna skip around because nobody's gonna want to watch all that, but all right, we got the intake out of the way. We got the valley cover up and off. It's all 13s, and then unplugged the oil pressure sensor. Got that out of the way. Now I'm gonna go ahead and remove all of our rockers and start plugging away at the manifold. Get the rockers out. Make sure you set them and organize them by which cylinder they came out of. I mean, unless you replace them, I guess, but I'm not replacing them. So organize them. Then we're gonna go ahead and get these head bolts off now, and then we'll get back with you after the head's off. I'm gonna make a time lapse and put the time lapse after this for the removal of all of this. All right, now I got everything off of the head, including all the manifold bolts. Got 2 ground cables here. I just put the bolt back in so I wouldn't lose it. Got all of the rockers out and the push rods, as you saw. I would recommend, for ease of getting the bolts under you can see the bolt heads, they're in a shit spot. So go underneath, remove the entire manifold, or at least, loosen it so that way you can shift this, because I mean, it won't really move too much. So, all right, everybody, I was literally about to not video removing the exhaust because, it's supposed to be pretty simple to do it, the lower exhaust. But if you look up under here, the camera's not gonna pick it up. We're going underneath. But if you look, do you see that O2 sensor? I'm sure you do. But then do you see right behind it that's the fucking bolt. So in order to remove the bolt with an impact, the easy way, you know, or most easy ways, you have to remove the O2 sensor. And of course, this O2 sensor is froze the fuck up. Hell yeah. All right, got the head out. I went ahead and removed the lifter, and as you can see, the camshaft is looking healthy. There's no scoring. I mean, there's a little line, but nothing deep enough to cause any issues. Piston for 6 is beautiful. It's not washed or anything. But if you come over here and look at our lifter, this is your culprit. See the spring? All compressed. Take a good one out. Here's your height difference. That's what's causing the tappy tap tap. And what's not opening your intake valve, which in turn misfire constant on cylinder 6. I gotta order some parts, head gasket, some head bolts, and a lifter. All right, so I picked up this gasket, some head bolts. Let's go ahead and start throwing it back together. Make sure you clean up both the cylinder block surface and the head surface, all the gasket material off. I went through and just cleaned the carbon out the best I could with this little soft brush. Use the soft brush for the whole cleanup, and then some brake clean and a rag to wipe it all down. But what we got here is pretty good. And the same with this side. Good enough to where I'll seal and make sure it's dry. Hell yeah, buddy. Thick's gone. Some makes valve train on it, but it's like normal 5.3. Same on both sides. Smoking all the bullshit off. Alright, well, if you made it this far in the video, I want to say thank you. And if you enjoyed it, please give a like and a follow. And see you in the next video.